Hi friends, hi students. Now let's study the laws of motion. Then first Newton's law of motion. What is Newton's first law of motion? It's like an object remains in a state of rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change the state by an applied force. See here, object at rest, a stone is an example. Object in motion, some object is always in motion. Okay, these are all called Newton's first law of motion. Okay, object remains in rest or object in motion. When we applied force externally, the object will change the position or change the direction. This is the Newton's first law of motion. See, next, inertia. The natural tendency of an object to remains in the state of rest or in uniform motion is called inertia. This is why the first law of motion is also known as the law of inertia. Examples of inertia is like, if a striker hits a pile of coins on a carom board, the lowest coin moves out due to the inertia of rest and the other coins fall down. Okay, because the lowest coin only we are hitting, it moves due to we have applied the force and compelled that object to move forward. Then rest of the coin will fall down because the forces are not acting upon the rest of the coins. This is the Newton's law example. Next one, if a coin placed on a playing card over a tumbler is flicked with the finger due to the inertia of motion, the coins fall down into the tumbler. You see that video, the small glimpse. A coin was placed on top of the card. When a man hits that card, it flies down, but the coin is falling down in tumbler. Next, examples of inertia. When we travel in a bus, driver applies the brake suddenly. We tends to fall forward due to the inertia of motion. Next, we are standing in a bus. The bus begins to move suddenly. We tend to fall backward because our feet in contact with the floor moves forward, but the upper part of the body continues to remain at rest due to the inertia of rest. Next, we will see inertia and mass. A body at rest continue to be at rest and a body in a motion continues to be in motion. This property of body is called as inertia, already we know. Inertia of body is measured by the magnitude of force required to change the state of the body. The force required to change the state of the heavier body is more than the force required to change the state of the lighter body. This is the real scenario we know. This is because mass of heavier body is more than the mass of the lighter body. If we see this example, we will understand very clearly. See here, one man, that object of the mass is very less, so he can move it very fastly. But in the right hand side, object is very very heavy object, but mass is also heavy. So you have to put more force than the sticky man. Okay, this is the one of the examples of the force required to change the state of the heavier body is more than the force of the required to change the state of the lighter body. Momentum of a body. The momentum of a body is the product of its mass and velocity. This is the one of the formula, please note it down. Okay, momentum, P is the momentum of a body, m is the mass of the body, v is the velocity of the body. Next, if a body is at rest, its velocity is 0, so its momentum is also 0. The SI unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. This is also SI unit of momentum. Next, examples of momentum. A truck moving at a very low speed can kill a person standing on its path because of the heavy mass of the truck. Even that truck moving very slowly, if he hit it and roll over that person, he will die because the mass of the truck is very high compared to that person. Next one, a bullet of a small mass when fired from a gun can kill a person because of the large velocity of the bullet. So, the impact of the body depends upon its mass and velocity, that you understood, that is momentum is equal to mass into velocity.